Welcome to another King Arthur Legends Rise video. Hope you guys had an amazing Christmas. I actually took a few days off, guys. That's why I haven't posted at all. I just chillaxed with the family, spent some good quality time. Hopefully you guys got to do the same. In today's video, guys, I want to talk about Vivian, the new character that was added on the Rate Up Summoning banner. I've already summoned some. I've got her. Actually, I got insane luck because I've got two of them, two of her in the same time pop, which was absolutely insane. I will post that video on my other channel, so if you want to see it, feel free to check it out. I want to see if this character is actually really worth it. So I'm gonna give you guys my take on the character. I think she's pretty amazing, but do we really need her, right? First, I want to give a massive shout out to every single one of you guys that are supporting my channel through the supporter creator program on netmarble.com. I will leave the link in the pinned comment. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, for free you can support the creator. I'm going to earn rewards and you are going to earn rewards as well. Actually, as soon as you click on that support, I'm going to be able to send you some free rewards, guys. So make sure you guys do it. It doesn't cost you nothing. It doesn't matter if you're a whale or a free-to-play or whatever. Just head in and do it, and I'm gonna be able to send you some rewards, basically. So let's quickly talk about Vivian, guys. I've maxed her. I haven't skilled anything up on her, so she's still basically at base in terms of skills. Same with the relic. To be honest, I do think that the fire relic is one of the best on her. With the passive, she has a chance to basically grant each Stitch Favor ally attack speed increase 1 for 2 turns, which is pretty nice when using a skill, and this is on a 5-turn cooldown, skilled on a 3-turn cooldown. Then, with the second passive, when using the A3, 100% chance to reduce all passive cooldowns of each ally that has recovery over time. This is actually a pretty solid passive, and that's one of the main things that really makes her stand out. Then you have the third passive. When an ally is hit, 100% chance to counterattack. And that is actually pretty good because she's going to heal with the basic skill. In terms of skills for the relics, guys, with the A1, she has a chance to inflict burn and she has a chance to heal. With the A2, 100% chance to heal each ally by 5.5% of her max HP and a chance to convert each ally's dot to recovery over time. Now, this is something really, really powerful in my opinion, especially when you're going versus the Burning Land. And to be honest, I think it's more effective in raids or more effective in other content where we're really gonna get a lot of dot damage on our characters. Because if we're thinking about it, right, for the Burning Land, we have Isolde, which is a rare character, and we have an uncommon character, which basically putting those two together makes wonders. Do we really need Vivian just for that particular thing? We don't know what other content they will be releasing in the game, right? But at the same time, I don't necessarily think that is the right way to think about it, right? Maybe they're going to bring something else and I don't want to miss out on the character, right? So I don't think we should think like that, to be honest. I do think she's a pretty good healer, but I don't necessarily think that she's a must-have character, okay? With the A3 on the relic, attacks all enemies, has a chance to inflict burn and a chance to heal each ally by 11% of her max HP. Which, to be honest, is not the most insane healing or anything like that. Sarah, Isolde, they have very similar numbers in terms of healing. Now, what makes me like the character is basically her conversion, dot damage to continuous heals, and the passive that resets the cooldown of the other allies' passive. So that's basically what I like about her. In terms of equipment, at the moment I have her built on a vigor and a health set. I don't really have a lot of accuracy and hit accuracy on her, and that's mainly because I just don't have the right pieces at the moment. I need better bottom pieces. They're both recovery. I would like to get something else on it. I actually went with HP instead of accuracy, to be honest with you guys. I feel like if I'm gonna take her in as a support, I would rather have her heal as much as possible. So these are her total stats. Decent attack speed. We have 27k HP. Not a lot of accuracy and the rest, basically. Now, as I mentioned, we do have different characters that are kind of like making us wonder, do we need her? We have Isolde right here, which is amazing. She does have different passives. She's a rare character, but she has a chance to basically remove a dot damage. With the second passive, removes more dot damage, and dot taken decrease in terms of damage, right? So overall, pretty solid passives. We have healing right here, 3.8% of our max HP and recovery over time. And we have removes dot damage and more recovery over time, plus heals all allies of her 11% of her max HP. So I feel like the best comparison is in between Isolde and her, right? In a way or another, they do pretty similar things. Now, if you pair Isolde with this bad boy right here, I feel like, to be honest, you're not really gonna need her. Jared and Isolde, they're gonna do an amazing job in the Burning Land. You don't need to summon crazy to get these two characters, right? So that being said, I feel like it's up to your own discretion. If you have the summons to go for it, might be worth to go and pick the character up. Personally, I really think it's not a must-have character. Now, if you are planning to go for the hero event dungeon, in here is actually going to be massive because you're going to gain 100% additional points from just by using the character, right? And this is not a bad event whatsoever. You're gonna have to burn some stamina, but hey, you can get a legendary hero, you can get a stone relic for Merlin, you can get some memory stones, or you can get different things. If you don't have any Isolde, I would strongly suggest you to try and complete it, and you're gonna be able to pick up one memory stone from here. And if you don't own the character, you're instantly going to get a character instead of the memory stone. That's a tip for you guys in case if you are not familiar with that. But if we're gonna head over to the Burning Land, guys, stage 10. So what I want to do, guys, is basically try her in a few different teams. One team with Isolde, one team with Sarah, one team without Vivian, to see if we actually really need her in this content. In my opinion, I feel like we don't really need her, to be honest. I do think she's very important for the favored dungeon because we don't really have any other healer for this particular faction, right? Let's give it a go and see if Isolde and Vivian together without Jared, can they keep the team alive? So basically, there is one thing that can go wrong in here. When the boss lands the burn on your characters, you don't have Jared to basically instantly deny that, right? So we need Vivian to step in, take a turn, use the A2 skill, and convert the burn into continuous heals. If that's not happening, the boss will detonate the burn when he takes a turn. So your characters will instantly get wrecked, okay? So that is very, very important. Can she actually carry the team with her A2, or that is just not powerful enough to basically help us deal with this boss? Of course, there is a lot of RNG with the dot damage dealers, if they are going to apply the dot damage to take the boss down or not. In this case, it worked, right? But if they are not applying the bleed, if they're not applying the dot damage, the boss won't get damaged to die so quick. And as you guys probably noticed, he was about to detonate all of the burns, and he was about to kill all of my team, right? So that's one of the main issues that I'm seeing with this character, to be honest. Now, if we are going to drop Isolde, which instantly died, and let's bring in Sarah as a different example. I don't have accuracy on Vivian. That can help us too, but I mainly want her to use the A2 skill, right? Which doesn't land dot damage, so it's pretty relevant to give her accuracy, at least for this particular scenario. So we are landing some of the dot damage on the boss, which is good. We basically transform the burn into continuous heal, but we still have lots of it on our characters. So we need Vivian again to go in. Very good healing though. That continuous heal, being able to put so many on your characters, is actually massive, right? But the main thing is that enough to carry the team? So we have no Isolde, no Jared in the team. Is this going to be a win, or is going to be an L? You see, that's exactly the problem that I was trying to basically explain you. If it's not an active thing, as soon as the burn lands on, this boss will absolutely hammer you. He just doesn't care if you're bringing in legendaries, rare commons, and commons. If you're not instantly modifying that freaking burn, you are going to suffer, okay? So let me just quickly show you a different thing. I've already released a different guide on this team. This is the team that I'm running, and most likely I'm not going to change my team because it's not as consistent. So I'm running Jared, and I'm running, of course, Isolde. So check this out. This is just so much better in my opinion, because Jared will instantly get rid of that burn, okay? And your characters will not have the burn on them, which means that they will not get wrecked. As simple as that. Okay, so we have Isolde. Why didn't Isolde use her... Oh, you need to use this, Isolde. What are you doing? You silly goose. You need to use the A3. Right now, maybe she's gonna die because of it. We need a healing up and running, and to increase the duration of the dot. What are you doing? Look at that, 50% of the HP. Beautiful, but Isolde died. And that's mainly because she did a stupid thing. But still, Jared is able to instantly get rid of that burn. Right? So, in my opinion, his skill, his A2 is much better than Vivian's A2 versus this boss. Because you're not going to have the burn to basically instantly wreck your entire team. So, let's do another round with this team. I'm just trying to basically help you understand if you really need Vivian on your account. As I mentioned, for the favor dungeon, she's amazing. We're gonna do a run in there as well. But let's try another one with Isolde right here. Okay, get some healing. Nice. You're back on full HP. I think she increased the duration of the dot damage, if I'm not mistaken. We do have a lot of dot damage on the boss. Okay, she died again. She might be too squishy, but I'm pretty convinced she has a fairly decent build. It's not that squishy, come on. And she had no... I know why she's dying. I have the wrong relic on her. She's just healing with that relic. But she is doing the job to keep the team alive anyway, basically for the run. I'm not trying to get her to land the dot damage. That's why she's dying, because she's weak affinity. I was wondering, like, what the heck? She's not that squishy to get wrecked instantly. Then I've just realized, wait, I have a Storm Relic. That's why she's getting her ass whooped. But look at that. It still works better than having Vivian in the team. Even if she dies Isolde, right? She only needs to use that A3 skill once or twice, and then Jared is going to get the job done. So think about Vivian like an Isolde plus Jared together, but this combo is much better than Vivian, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As I mentioned, her passive is amazing, right? So I do like her passive. So if we are going to head over to the favor dungeons, and I can tell you for a fact that you can use her in some of the campaign stages in Hell, where you're going to get a lot of dot damage. She's going to be an amazing support in there. You're going to be able to use her in the Forbidden Dungeon on some of the stages. But I feel like her best area is the favor dungeon. And the reason for it, at the Steed's favor, guys, you don't really have a lot of healers. Her chivalry does look pretty nice if you're summoning multiple ones. I know whales, krakens will of course try to get as many copies as possible. So this skill enhancement changes activation condition to when using skill. So this is nice because now you won't actually need the continuous heal on her, right? To reduce the cooldown of passives. So if you get Chivalry 3 on her, it's actually very nice because you can decrease the cooldowns of the passive. So that will make her much, much better, to be honest with you guys, but it's Chivalry 3, right? So that's something that you guys need to keep in mind. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. As usual, appreciate every single one of you guys watching. Have you summoned for Vivian yet, or you're still deciding? Much love, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.